let's go for the money. Let's just, you know, save that for later. We'll continue as we were. Right. I did not happen to catch who we're fighting. Probably could have paid a little bit more attention there, but let's see. Ah, the magic man. The doomed astronomer, as it were. I could definitely see him giving us a little bit of an issue with the difficulty jacked up as it is. But this guy typically isn't really an issue. I mean, these Area 2 bosses, I think, are the easiest ones in the game, to be honest with you. I think the first area bosses tend to be hit or miss. If you play well during your first battles, then you're basically going to get through, but sometimes if you lose a life, that's kind of it. If you get a bad star blessing, that's kind of it. I don't know, I'm not too worried about the Area 2 bosses all that much. Anyways, what do we have here? Refresh Virtues is awesome. At the start of each battle, gain 1 Empower for each 5 risky dice, so that's a free Empower there, that's also awesome. Or whenever you deal Corruption to an enemy, you receive Purification. Okay, so we would combine the Orb with all this other stuff that we've already picked up. The Diluvian Flask, the Possessed Toy. Or we can just get a guaranteed refresh at the beginning of battle. I think we want to go for the Orb, because it synergizes with our stuff, like I said, which is quite valuable in this game. And yes, a refresh would be nice, especially because we've been going for refreshes, but I mean, after that first turn, we're not going to be getting that much benefit from it. I think the Orb is the move there. Change all Sentinels die into Area Corrupt 1 for the rest of the battle. Can't re-roll that. Okay, I guess a refresh would have helped here then. Whatever. Whatever. We'll be alright. So what do I have to worry about then? Eldritch Connection, I'm pretty sure is good for us because it, you know, it transfers damage around the battle, so that's great for us. This guy, I'm pretty sure what he does is he gets 1 Doom every time we use a Virtue. So, just gotta be careful about that. Like I said, it's not usually a problem, but, you know, if we're just kind of dumb, we're gonna see a lot of that Doom come through. See, like, this would be 3 extra Doom right here. You just taper that and use just the Twin Smash there. Alright, what do we have here? A couple rerolls, a discard here. can't discard this. Something about that. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I didn't recognize your game before. So you... I guess what you really do is you convert the die of our sentinels, so it kind of forces us to reroll. And most of the characters have a reroll in their virtue, if not all of them. So it powers this guy up. And then his dice, I'm pretty sure, these dice at least, the sentinel dice, spread doom all around the field. So my sentinels... Oh, okay, it kind of just turns my sentinels against me. I don't know why I never picked up on that till now. That is pretty neat, honestly. Oh, that's not good. Gotta re-roll that. Yeah, okay, so now three of these dice, three of these faces are corrupt. Okay. Alright, now I can see how this boss is a problem. I didn't really notice that interplay before. Huh, okay. So we're gonna deal a lot of damage without using our virtues, basically. Definitely gonna be tricky. What does it do? Does this spread doom to just a random target? Okay, yeah, it is a random target. I thought it was on him, but he's not getting any stronger, so... Makes sense. That spreads doom to all targets. So I guess that's maybe what I was referencing. Okay, kind of a lot going on here. Let's hold on the virtues, like always. Twin Smash is about the only thing we feel safe using, I think. I don't necessarily want to discard this, but we're not going to get much damage from that, so maybe not actually that bad. Gonna deal 5 damage to me, but I have some shielding, so that is okay. Alright, looks like we're just gonna kind of be here for a while. We just don't have that much damage to spare. And now we have to manage our sentinels as enemies, almost. See, like, 10 corruption is crazy. Can't discard those. Yeah, okay. We gotta re-roll it, Nope, of course not. It'll give me a refresh. So with this, actually. Do that instead. See the anchor there? I think we definitely want to use that. Oh, horrible reroll. Very horrible reroll. man, this is looking bad. 3 corruption plus 7 random corruption. Still have this. I mean, that's just a life loss right there. That might be 2 life losses, actually. I would destroy this guy if we could, but we can't. Ah, man. Alright, man, I guess you kind of showed up today, huh? What just happened? Why did I not die? How did I not die from that? I saw my star blessings go off, so clearly something there was going on, but I don't know how I didn't die. Whenever an enemy gets overcorrupted, refresh virtues. Yes, of course. Whenever you or a sentinel deal corruption to an enemy, apply 2 wave to them. Yep. Whenever you or a sentinel deal corruption to an enemy, I receive purification. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. So basically what happened there, if you didn't catch it, was there was an area corruption 10 die there. I used it, and for each enemy that it hit, so 3 enemies, it healed me for 3. So I took 10 damage and then I healed for 9. So yeah, I guess that makes sense. Did not expect that at all, but that makes perfect sense. I just have to hope I won't die now. Pretty unlikely, I think. Or I should say it's pretty likely that I would die. Because that's going to deal 6 damage to us. And this, I don't know, could deal damage to us, probably will. But this could also trigger the overcorruption, then that could hit us. We have a lot of chances to lose here. At least lose the 1 life. We still have another life, but... yeah, that's it. Ugh, okay. So we still got a little ways to go here. We've got about 40 damage to bust through. I guess more like 25 with the wave here. We still got some damage to punch through. Oh, Indigo Soul, yes. Coming in clutch, thank you for that. Yes, there we go. Alright. That was pretty nice. That was pretty nice. We will keep our sentinels. Assuming they don't get corrupted again, they shouldn't really be a problem. Double wave on an enemy. If that enemy has no wave, apply 6 wave to it. Yes, I will take that. Now we get to move on to ground 0. Unfortunately, we only have about 15 more minutes, so maybe 1 or 2 fights at most, but great progress, great progress. Sentinels come with infinity boost, draw 1 fewer die per turn. Sounds pretty awesome. We don't have any extra draw star blessings though, so 3 dice per turn might be a little hard to manage, to be honest, but infinity boost on the sentinels, it's not nothing. Draw 1 additional die per turn. At the start of battle, apply 4 Unholy Mist. No thank you. Or draw 1 additional die and add 3 Wound Hex die. That's not as bad, I would say. I wouldn't mind taking this one. I am tempted to take the boost on the Sentinels. Let me think about it. Because, I mean, that sounds amazing just right off the bat, but what are we going to get, really, out of that? Just a lot of shielding, basically. A lot of shielding and a lot of discard options. Oh, you know what, though? I feel like we really don't need the discards all that much. Considering we'll only have 3 dice per hand, I don't know if we need that many discards. Granted, if we like pull a lot of dice out of our deck, we get like a lot of these draw actions, maybe then we would use a lot of discards. Yeah, you know what? We actually do have a lot of those. And nobody minds a little extra shielding. That is fine. I don't know why. Something tells me that's going to be a risky choice. I don't know why. I just have this little voice in my head that's saying like, oh no, you just made the wrong choice. I don't know. I feel like there's no way it can be that bad. Because if we get a bad hand, now we can discard some stuff if we need to, we can shield ourselves from damage. Oh, that's right, we have Paralyze at the beginning of our turn. So we only get 2 dice for the first turn. Ah, okay. I mean, that's not horrible. Not great, don't get me wrong. Kind of a whiff of a first turn now, but... I don't know, I've had worse. So what's this guy's whole deal again? Can't remember. Reroll this enemy die every 3 times it receives purification. Okay. Not really all that bad at all. Okay, we've got some interesting opportunities here. We can build up some wave. It'll also get us health. I mean, we don't need health, but if we ever needed it, there it is. Got a lot of reduction on us now, which may be a problem since we don't have any dice in our hand. With all these corrupt dice, man. This is the one time we actually can do stuff with it, but I just rather would not have them in the first place. You sure I can't do anything with a reroll? Yeah, no. Pretty sure we have rolling stars in here somewhere. I just can't do anything with it yet. Oh no, did we not? Must have been the last run. Yeah, okay, that was the last run. Two shields should get us through here, just barely. Yeah. The shield should get us through. Alright, so we gotta get rid of minimized here. I do want to deal some damage. It's turn 4 and you're not even below 100 health yet. I think what we want to do... just go ahead and use the virtues, basically. So, one there. One here. One there. Wind smash for some extra damage. The shielding should get us through once again. Kind of a different vibe of a run now. Thankfully we are near the end, so next week once we resume, I don't think it'll take us too long to get through the boss. But we were definitely moving a bit quicker before. What can I do? Indigo Soul should protect us this turn if we die. Pretty sure we won't. And there's a chance we could, but pretty sure we won't. Torment is pretty horrible. I'm just now realizing also Torment... Oh no, never mind. I was gonna say, I think Torment is gonna make our life pretty bad right now because we have, you know, Anomaly 9. I forgot this whole thing is that it doesn't get modified. That is still, you know, that's just hanging out there. Yet we do have to find some better shielding though. We want to get out of here. Clearly, we keep getting minimized, so we're not dealing all that much damage. Or healing that much, really. So, building up wave, finding extra spots to deal damage here and there is going to be crucial. Of course, I have Shadow Mantle on. Alright, this might be the first time we've lost a life during this battle. Ah, nope. Got lucky. Cool. Just don't give me any more torment. I would appreciate it if that wasn't a thing. Okay, that's better than torment, for sure. Can I get some healing? Here, reroll here. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. You know what? I kind of like these dice here, so I'm just going to leave this and not re-roll them. I'm trying to leave here with all my lives. Okay, this is pretty bad. I prefer not to have shielding on the enemy. I want that on myself, please. Get that minimized out of here. I need to re-roll your dice. Go. Yep, that's pretty nice. It should turn into 7 damage, I believe, with Torment, if this is corrupt. So we should be protected with the shielding. you're about to get overcorrupted, aren't you? Okay. I think nothing is going to overcorrupt it, so we can just leave it there. I do like any damage. It'll be 4 damage, so 6, so really only 1 damage. It's not too bad. Let's see. There's some corruption there, so we can maybe overcorrupt you and take the risk of getting that torment, so we can get a little extra damage out with our virtues being refreshed and all that. I don't think it's quite worth it. It's an option for sure. Oh, you're about to overcorrupt yourself anyways. Okay. In that case, go ahead and do it. Let's go to overcorrupt you. Let's refresh our virtues. Some extra wave. Oh, double wave? Yes, that'll do it. That'll do. Alright. And that brings us right to time. So, today's been an interesting one. We've made some pretty great progress. Honestly, we're about to get through Anomaly level 9. I hate to cut this off early because I know I have a tendency to log back in and just lose when I don't know what's happening. So I hate to just cut this off here because I might lose it next week, but I'll try to refresh myself maybe. I'll try to, I don't know, I'll try to just be, you know, smarter about coming back next week. But in any case, thank you for watching. If you watch on Twitch, I will see you on Saturday for Silk Song. And if you watched on YouTube, I will see you on Monday for everything else. See ya!